Yo, what is up guys? Sam Pack here, back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at the Cycle7 by TKD. Big shout out to Click Clack for sending this board out. So this is the Cycle7, and this is the first board that TKD has released, and it starts at $139. And if you guys don't know who Trace Kit's design is, I bet you already do. The group is founded by Equals, who are well known for their stabilizers, and Vertex, who's known for designing many boards like the Arc 60 and Angle TKL. They named this first board Cycle because it's to remind us of not to forget the path that we traveled and the passion that we uphold. But with that said, let's get started. So here's the box that it comes in. It looks very minimal and neat, and on the side it has the TKD written along with Equals and Vertex. And after opening up the box, I was actually surprised on how small the keyboard case was. I totally forgot how much smaller an FRL TKL was gonna be. And here we got the JST connector, the PCB cut plugs, spacebar foam, the long gasket strips, gasket beans, bump-ons, and Equals V3 stabilizers. And also included is PE foam, case foam, and plate foam. And I asked to get the aluminum plate for this build, and there's some flex cuts on this plate, and here's where the gaskets will go. There's a hole for the gasket beans, or you can use the strips to cover up the plate. And here we got the hot swap PCB. You can do either 6.25U or 7U on this PCB, and also have step caps, split right shift, and also split backspace. There's also flex cuts in this board, but if you don't like the flex cuts, you can use those PCB plugs I showed you before to cover it up, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later. So we received this in the sky blue colorway, and I really like the size and the weight of this board. And in the middle are the brass weights with Cycle and TKD engraved on it. And it has this beautiful wedge side profile, kind of similar to the OG F18X. This also has a centered USB-C port with a daughter board, and this is a seamless and screwless case design. So I'll show you guys how fast you can take apart this board. And look at that nice blue PVD weight in the back. It has such a nice contrast to the sky blue color, but you can also get this in polished, sandblast, or this PVD coated. So let's take a look at some of the features of this board. So check out how fast I could take this keyboard apart. This board features a ball catch assembly, which allows you to take the top case right off super fast, and think of it as like a latch. And the bottom case has these rubber domes that help with reduced case ping. So here's the best shot I got of the new TKD coating. So you can kind of feel a bit of texture on it. It's not super smooth, and honestly for me, I actually really like it. It kind of reminds me of the Cerakote that Loop Switches has done for my other board. So let's get into the build. I'm looping the stabs with Krytox 205 for the housing and BDZ for the wires. And we're going to be using KTT Laurel Palm linear switches that come pre-looped, and shout out to Keebcat for sending these out. And for the gaskets, you can either choose the strips or the beans. I would say if you want a more flexier typing experience, go for the beans. It's gonna have a more bouncier feel to it. And this part is optional, but I suggest definitely doing it. Here's how to install the PCB blockers for the flex cuts. To me, it makes the typing sound more fuller, but in the audio recordings, you really can't tell. This is also optional, but I like putting the spacebar foam in here as well. And so putting together the board, just make sure you align the gaskets correctly with the case. And literally all you gotta do is push the top case down to the bottom, and boom, you're done. Alright, so the moment you guys waited for, here's some sound tests of the Cycle7. So in terms of sound, this board is pretty nice. It has a rounded sound, but it's not super clacky. It has a deep profile, but yet it still has a nice resonance to it, and I'm a huge fan of the spacebar on this board. It sounds really nice. I would definitely recommend building this board with some long pull switches just to get that rich and deep sound. You don't really need any kind of foam in this board, but I would definitely recommend using the PCB plugs just to make the board sound a lot fuller. And out of the gaskets, I lean more towards a stiffer typing experience, so for me the long strips are the way to go, but if you do want that more bouncy feel, go for the beans. But honestly, I gotta say both gasket typing sounds are pretty similar, so it's really more about the typing feel if you're gonna go one for the other. So the group buy is gonna start around mid-July, so just make sure to follow ClickClack's Discord for all of the information. But that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. What do you guys think of this board? For the price and how it feels and the sound, this is a really great keyboard to purchase, and I also forgot to mention they're gonna have a wireless option for this too, so don't sleep on this group buy. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.